What if artificial intelligence replaced every job? Imagine waking up in a world where the daily grind of going to work is no longer a part of life. Instead, your alarm clock goes off, and you roll over to discover that every task, from the most mundane to the most complex, is now handled by advanced machines. What would that mean for society, for the economy, for our very sense of self? Let's dive into this speculative scenario and explore the intricate consequences of a world where AI takes over every job. To appreciate the gravity of this situation, we first need to look at our current reality. We live in a world where automation is rapidly advancing. Machines already perform tasks in factories, self-checkout kiosks process our groceries, and virtual assistants manage our schedules. However, these systems still rely on human oversight, creativity, and intuition. But what if that all changed? What would happen if artificial intelligence infiltrated every segment of the workforce? Imagine waking up one morning, flicking on the news, and seeing a report that an advanced AI, let's call it WorkBot, officially took over the job market. The factories, offices, and service industries have seamlessly transitioned to fully automated systems. No more commuting through congested roads, no more 9-to-5 grind. On the surface, it sounds like a dream come true, more free time, less stress, right? But let's unpack this scenario. At first, the changes would be euphoric. With WorkBot handling every job, people would revel in their newfound freedom. Creativity would flourish as individuals pursue passions, explore the arts, and invest time into personal projects. The sky would be the limit. Cities would fill with parks, art installations, and community spaces as people seek fulfillment outside traditional work. But then reality would set in. Without jobs, what would happen to our economy? A significant portion of the global economy is based on work as we know it. With WorkBot replacing every worker, consumer spending would plummet. How could people buy services or products without an income? Savings might help in the short term, but studies show that the average person struggles to maintain savings for extended periods. The initial euphoria would give way to anxiety and uncertainty. As society grapples with this new reality, we would see a stark divide forming. On one side, the creators and inventors who develop and maintain the AI systems could become the new elite. They would become the architects of this new world, sitting on resources, knowledge, and power. On the other side, a vast number of people would find themselves without purpose and direction. Widespread unemployment could lead to a crisis of identity. For many, work is a cornerstone of self-worth and societal contribution. It's how we define ourselves. I'm an engineer, I'm a teacher, or I'm a chef. Without these titles, would individuals struggle to find new ways to contribute to society? How would we define ourselves when our roles are entirely considered obsolete? As we look further into this scenario, we have to consider the psychological effects of losing work. Studies show that job loss can lead to depression, anxiety, and a host of other mental health issues. In this new world, as people find themselves jobless, we could witness a surge in mental health crises. As communities begin to fracture under the weight of lost identity and purpose, we could even see increased crime rates as individuals resort to desperate measures for survival. This societal shift would also instigate major changes in governance. How would governments respond to the crisis of vast unemployment? Perhaps basic universal income would become a revolutionary policy, a safety net for those left behind. Citizens could receive a monthly stipend simply for being alive, funded by the taxes collected from tech giants benefiting from AI labor. But would this solution truly work? Would a basic income alleviate the existential dread many might face when stripped of their purpose? Would it foster innovation and creativity, or would it lead to apathy? Let's not forget the potential environmental impact either. With fewer people commuting, we could witness a drastically reduced carbon footprint. Industries that had once polluted the planet could be replaced by cleaner, more efficient technologies. This could lead to positive outcomes for ecosystem restoration and sustainability. However, some dystopian scenarios may emerge. It's plausible that the systems controlling workbots could experience failures or worse, be hacked. Imagine a world dominated by technology, yet vulnerable to malicious forces. As reliance on AI increases, we might find ourselves teetering on the edge of a digital abyss. Eventually, one has to ponder, would this world spark a renaissance of human creativity or drive us into an abyss of despair? Could we adapt and embrace a life unshackled from employment? Or would we become increasingly alienated and disenchanted? Would we dedicate ourselves to improving our communities? Or would we withdraw into isolation? As we draw our speculation to a close, it's essential to reflect on what defines humanity. Is it our ability to work, to create, to contribute? Or is it our capacity to connect, empathize, and support one another? If AI truly took over every job, the challenge for us would be redefining what it means to live a meaningful life. So, what do you think? If artificial intelligence replaced every job tomorrow, would you thrive or simply survive? What passions might you explore if given the freedom? Could you imagine a future with a basic income system? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your insights on this speculative journey into the future. The future may be uncertain, but together we can navigate the possibilities that arise.